All right, so this week we're going to talk about reflections and translations. Uh, let's start with reflection. So, reflections are basically mirror or flips. So, like it's a mirror image. Sometimes you can reflect something across the y axis, the x-axis. It could be the diagonal, which is the line y equals x. So it depends the question. In this question, we're gonna reflect this figure across the x-axis, which is this axis right here. Okay. All right. The first thing, the easiest thing to do is to find the point. So let's find the points. Point K will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. The next point is C, and then that one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, and then one up. The next point is W, and W is negative 1 to the left, 1 down, so it's negative 1. Now, I gave you a cheat sheet in your Google Classroom, and it says that if the first part, it says that the formula for the rules for a reflection about the x-axis is that x and y goes to x negative y, meaning that my y value is going to change signs. So let's do that. So our new point, and we use a little apostrophe here to write the image, it will be negative 4. Negative 4 doesn't change. My x doesn't change, but my y changes sign. So that's negative 4, negative 4. Next one, it will be C, and then it will be negative 5, doesn't change, but my 1 becomes negative 1. So notice that according to the formula, it changes only the y. And since this is x and this is y, all my y's will change. So W apostrophe and then negative 1 and then positive 1. So if it's negative, it becomes positive. If it's positive, it becomes negative. So this is my new figure. So let's find it. All right, so that's negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be right here, negative 5, and then 1, it would be right here, and then negative 1, and then 1 would be right here. So that's my new point, my new figure. And this is a reflection about the x-axis. All right, so let's do another reflection about the y-axis. This is the x-axis. Let's do another reflection. So this is the y-axis. My y-axis is this one right here. So let's find the points really quick. So that's H is 1, 2, 3, negative 3, positive 1. M is 1 to negative 2, positive 1. B is 1, 2, 3, negative 3, 0. And then my last one is Z is 1, 2, 3. So that's 0, negative 3. 0 because it doesn't go anywhere, but it goes down 3. All right, so now I'm gonna perform my reflection, which is XY goes to but then from my y-axis, I have to look at my cheat sheet. It says that my x changes because it's my y-axis. So now it's not my y that changes, it's gonna be my x. So all the signs for my x values are gonna change here. So let's do that. So that's H. My new point is positive 3, 1. M would be positive 2, 1. B would be positive 3, 0. And then Z would be 0 doesn't have a sign, so it's 0, negative 3. All right, so let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 1 up. 1, 2, 1 up. 3, 1, 2, 3, 0 right here. and then 0, -3, which is the same point, right? So then it would be kind of like that. And that is my figure about my x-axis. So I'm sorry, my y-axis. My y-axis is the mirror line. All right, so with that, those are reflections. Those are two examples of reflection. So let's do translation. So translation. So it says, this figure has to be up 4 units. So that means that my y is going to change. My y. So in my x, so my y is going to change because it's going up or down. Okay? So let's do that. So all of them, my y is going to change. Let's find the points. It's easier if you find the points. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's L is -3, 1. E is -1, -1. I is 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, -4. And then R is -2, -4. Now, my y is going to be adding 4. So I have to add 4 units to all my y's, and that would be my new point. So that would be, so that plus 4 over here, right? So plus 4 on my y's because it's going up. So that's L apostrophe, then it's -3, and then it's 1 plus 4. So 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay. All right, my next one, it would be E, and then it would be same X, that doesn't change, but -1 plus 4, that is +3. So right here, remember to add those 4 units to Y. All right, -4 plus 4, that is 0, so that my new point is I, -4, 0. And then R would be -2, -4 plus 4, that is 0. And though that is my new image, so let's look for it. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my point. -1, 1, 2, 3. That's my other point. -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. That's my other point. And then -2, 0. That's my other point. And then I close my image, and that is my new thing. So now this was increased by 4 points. All right, it was moved, slide by 4 points. It's a slide, it's a translation. All right, let's do this one. So now it says translation 1 unit left. So this is my X and this is my Y. Okay, so I notice that left going, it's a minus, it's gonna be minus, and then this is plus. So I have to add 2 to my Y and subtract 1 from my X. Let's find those points quick. So that would be D, it would be 1, 2, so -2, +1. My W, it would be -1, +1. F would be -1, and then 1, 2, 3, -3. And then E would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 3, -2. Now I'm going to perform the translation, which it would be 1 unit less my x's, and then up, I'm going to be adding 2 to my y's. So my new point would be, all right, so let's do it very detailed. So it would be D, right? It would be -2 -1, comma, and then 1 plus 2 on my y's. And then I'm going to write the new point, which is what? That minus that, that's -3, and then that is +3. That's my new point. All right, the next one, it would be my y, it would be -1 -1, comma, that's my x. My y would be 1 plus 2. And then it would be -2, and then 3. That's my new point right here. This is my image. I'm just putting it in detail here. All right, next one, f -1 minus 1, my x, -3 plus 2, my y. My new point is -2 and then -1. And then we have e, which is 3 minus 1, my x, and then -2 plus 2, which is 0, my y. That is 2, 0. And these are my points for my new image. So let's do that. -3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's my new point. -2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's my other point. -2, -1, 1, 2, 1 right here. And then 2 and 0. 2, right here, and 0. And that is my figure. It was translated 1 unit to the left and 2 units up. And that's it. All right, I hope this helps.